Girl, why did Dr. Lisa get Courtney drugged up and down those Married at First Sight reunion streets, honey? Girl, let me tell you what happened. Now, Dr. Lisa's just going to turn over there to Courtney and say, well, Courtney, you did say that Adam was one of the best looking husbands at Married at First Sight. Adam, how did you feel about that? So Adam started shaking his head already, and he was like, I think it was disgusting. I think it was disgusting to say that in front of your husband. And you know what? That was kind of mean for him to say it, but it was true because it was disgusting for Courtney to say that type of, make that type of comment in front of Nick. Nick was standing right there. And so for her to say that somebody else's husband was better looking than her own husband, yes, that was mean to say. But, Courtney was being mean the whole season. Now, Adam felt the need to throw it right back on her, and he did. Now, before Adam had made that comment, the whole episode, when it started off the reunion, everything Adam was saying, Courtney was behind him, just shaking her head, like agreeing with everything, smiling about everything, just almost like a little girl having a crush on somebody. And she was finally sitting behind her crush, and she was just so happy and so full of glee, baby, until Adam started speaking about her. Then, baby, the tears start rolling. Now, after he said that was disgusting to say that in front of your partner, here come Mecca, agreed. And then Courtney, looking like she looking now, she was like, oh, so now I'm disgusting? Okay, great. And then Mecca come in and say, well, he didn't say that you was disgusting. He said it was disgusting for you to say that in front of your husband. And then here come Adam talking about, yeah, it was completely uncalled for. Then here come Miss Lisa, honey, as if she ain't did enough. She's like, well, at one point, me and Paul was thinking about matching you and Courtney together and putting Nick and Marissa together. The lady ain't even finished saying her statement, and here come Adam over there shaking his head like, hell no, hell no. Now, he didn't say hell no, but he was shaking his head like it. And then here go Miss Lisa still going. She see the man shaking his head, talking about, well, I was thinking that maybe you would think that that would be a better outcome.
No.
And of course, like you just heard, he said, no, absolutely not. As if that wasn't enough, he said, yeah, absolutely not. He said, I would have left the show after a week. He said, yeah, I would have never put up with it. I think Nick was just put up with a lot, and he was constantly being treated rudely. And he said, I would have never put up with that. He said Nick was understanding, but he said he can tell you one thing, he wouldn't have never been that understanding. Yeah, so he said he would have left out the week if he wouldn't have cussed her out. Now, he didn't add that part to it, but I just assumed that because he was being very aggressive. And Courtney was just so sad because we all know Courtney had a big crush on Adam. She really was hoping for the best, but baby, the best ain't coming, baby. It ain't here. Baby, it's not in the room with us at all. And then here go Mecca. Well, okay. Well, what about the fitness part of it? Because, Courtney got that, kangaroo body over there. And so it's just like, she definitely would have, been active with you. He was like, definitely not. No. He said she sucked at pickleball. He was like, yeah, because he said when he played her, yeah, he dominated the game. It was like 11-2. She sucked. So yeah, that wouldn't have matched either. He said either way it go, Courtney was not a match for him. 0%. Okay, nowhere on this earth. Not in this lifetime. Not even in the next lifetime. And then Cameron, he a man of a few words. He came in like, yo, chill, bro, chill. Like, because Adam was just going in, just kept on going in how she suck at pickleball. And then here go Miss Lisa, like she ain't did nothing. Talking about something, what's happening here? This is the angriest I ever seen you. Well, Miss Lisa, you saw he was angry and shaking his head, and you still kept on going, talking about you would have matched them up together, and how did he feel about that outcome? The man was already frustrated when you first even mentioned him and Courtney in the same sentence. And then he come talking, I'm just saying, I don't think it would have worked out. Like, Adam, okay, we get it, Adam. We get it. And then here come Caitlin talking about, oh my God, you talking about it wouldn't have worked out. But look at Courtney, she's crying right now. Because he hadn't even looked back at Courtney not one time. He didn't give a damn. And so he finally turned around and looked like, oh, you crying? He's like, okay, well, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just saying it wouldn't have worked out. But yeah, I'm sorry. So what it looked like to me in this moment is that Courtney is getting karma for what she did to Nick, because she was just constantly being rude, constantly being mean to him. And Nick was acting like at least he liked her, and he tried to make it work, But Adam ain't giving Courtney the time of day, 0%. And I said that in my previous videos that, she over there crushing on Adam, but Adam would not even attempted to give her a time of day if they was matched up. If they was matched up on wedding day, I believe Adam would have ran away. Okay, he would have been the runaway groom if Courtney was actually his match. And then here come Courtney. She was like, as she walking away tears. I think that was kind of mean. It's like, girl, we was saying the same thing to you a few episodes back when you was being mean to Nick. We was telling you that was kind of mean, Courtney, to stop. But she kept on, kept on, kept on. And then as a matter of fact, none of the matchmakers even acknowledged the fact of how mean she was being to Nick and thought it was okay. Now, Paul did kind of acknowledge that, she was kind of being kind of rude to him a little bit, but at the same time, they didn't say anything to her about doing it. That's a whole grown man. That man got a mama and a daddy that love him. And Courtney was over there just ripping him up to shreds for no reason. And so Adam just ripped her to shreds for no reason too. And she's feeling it, okay? And she really sad about it. And the thing about it is, Adam and Courtney both got girlfriends and boyfriends that's sitting in the audience right now that's watching Courtney getting shredded, okay? So, and when they put the camera on Adam's girlfriend, it seemed like she was a little uncomfortable to see that Adam was being that way to Courtney. Now, it also came out in the episode that, he was saying that him and Felipe was saying that him and Adam was good friends. And so Marissa was like, well, how did you feel about Adam reaching out to Tori on Hinge? And I told you guys that when Adam came to Tori's defense at the last group dinner and group session, that it was giving signs that he had a crush on Tori, that Tori was his ideal type. And the fact that Felipe was taking advantage or being mean or not appreciating Tori, that didn't sit well with Adam. And so Adam really showed a side of him that he did not show with Marissa at all. Now, if you don't know, Marissa and Adam decided to call it quits. They ended their marriage on decision day. Marissa actually saw that she was not being her true self, and she decided to not go forward with Adam. Now, I have to admit that when they was doing their decision, making their decision, I didn't know if they were staying together or not. And then after a while, they were like, okay, we calling it quits. It's like, but when did y'all say that? Y'all over there saying vibes and all this stuff like that. I didn't know that you guys was breaking up, okay? And then he gave her an ice cream maker at the end. She got her ice cream maker and she left. And so that was the weirdest breakup. He was over there shedding tears as if he was sad. But then Marissa said that at the end of the decision day, he went straight on the date, okay, with somebody else immediately. And the girl saw her at the next party and showed her the text that he was trying to hook up with her that night. So I don't know if those tears was real or not. Baby, Dr. Lisa was trying to ask everybody, was it real or not? But either way it go, the only thing that we know was real is that he was adamant that he would not date Courtney. And Courtney, I'm glad that she found that out, live and live in color. I hate to say that she found it out on TV, but hey, now she's feeling how Nick was feeling. And we was telling her, girl, Adam would not have you if we paid him, okay? So Courtney just getting her karma. And Adam, at the end of the show, he did turn around to her and apologize additionally after the show had wrapped, so that was nice for him to do. I assumed that's what he was doing because he was talking to her at the end. So I hope that she didn't think that was something like, oh, maybe he was asking for a phone number. I don't know. But, hopefully he apologized, girl. Talk to you later. Bye.